Lighting a beachside pool to 3-foot candles while maintaining safe turtle lighting presents unique challenges. Sea turtles hatch at night and navigate towards the ocean using moonlight. Artificial lighting can disorient them and lead to mortality. Pool lighting emits light that can be seen from a distance, potentially attracting turtles away from the ocean. To address these challenges, several guidelines should be followed. Firstly, use turtle-safe lights. Select fixtures that emit low-wavelength, red or amber, light, which is less visible to turtles. Secondly, shield fixtures. Install fixtures in a way that prevents light from escaping upward or toward the beach. Use dark sky-friendly luminaires, louvres, or shielding devices. Thirdly, minimize lumens. Use the lowest lumen output possible while still achieving the desired light level of 3-foot candles. Fourthly, control light spill. Aim fixtures carefully to minimize light spill onto the beach or into the sky. Fifthly, consider cut-off angles. Use fixtures with cut-off angles that focus light downward and away from the beach. Shielded or recessed lights can be used as well. Place lights under a canopy or within a recessed area to reduce the amount of light escaping upward. Additional considerations include the use of motion sensors. Activate lights only when needed to minimize light exposure. Set timers to turn off lights at designated times, such as during turtle hatching season. Use glare guards and position lights to avoid direct glare over the pool or towards the beach. Educate guests and staff about the importance of turtle-safe lighting and encourage responsible behavior. Example fixture recommendations include red LED underwater pool lights, amber LED floodlights with shielding devices, and dark sky-friendly luminaires with low cut-off angles. Regular monitoring and maintenance are essential. Regularly inspect lighting fixtures to ensure they are functioning properly and not causing a light spill. Monitor turtle activity in the area and make adjustments to lighting as needed. It is essential to consult with local authorities or organizations specializing in sea turtle conservation for specific regulations and recommendations. When determining appropriate underwater lighting, consider several factors. Underwater lights are typically installed in niches within the pool wall or floor. The number of lights needed depends on the pool size and shape. A common rule of thumb is to provide approximately 300 to 500 lumens per square foot of pool surface area. For a typical residential pool, this might translate to 1 or 2 underwater lights. The placement of underwater light should be strategic to ensure even light distribution. Avoid placing lights too close together or in areas where they might create glare. It's also important to consider the pool's features, such as steps, benches, and waterfalls, when determining light placement. The National Electrical Code, or NEC, provides specific guidelines for the installation of underwater lighting. Section 680.20 A1 addresses the requirements for lighting fixtures and their location. Lighting fixtures must be listed and labeled for underwater use. They must also be installed in accordance with the manufacturer's instructions. Section 680.23 V covers the requirements for junction boxes and enclosures. Junction boxes must be located at least 4 inches above the pool deck or 8 inches above the maximum water level, whichever is higher. They must also be accessible for maintenance and repair. Section 680.24 discusses the grounding requirements for underwater lighting. All metal parts of the lighting system, including the fixture, junction box, and conduit, must be properly grounded to ensure electrical safety. Section 680.26 provides detailed requirements for bonding of metal parts. All metal parts within 5 feet of the pool must be bonded together to create an equipotential plane. This helps to minimize the risk of electric shock. Section 680.27 outlines the requirements for ground fault circuit interrupters, or GFCIs. All electrical circuits supplying underwater lighting must be protected by a GFCI. This device will quickly interrupt the circuit if it detects a ground fault, preventing electric shock. It is crucial to use appropriately rated wiring for underwater lighting. The wiring must be suitable for wet locations and must be sized to handle the electrical load of the lighting fixtures. Consult NEC Table 310.15. B16 for ampacity ratings of conductors. When selecting wiring, consider the voltage drop. Voltage drop occurs when the voltage of the load is lower than the voltage at the source. This can be caused by long wire runs or undersized wiring. To minimize voltage drop, use larger gauge wiring or shorten the wire run. The NEC recommends limiting voltage drop to 3% for branch circuits and 5% for feeders. Use a voltage drop calculator to determine the appropriate wire size for your application. The most common types of underwater lighting are incandescent, halogen, and LED. Incandescent lights are the least efficient and have the shortest lifespan. Halogen lights are more efficient and have a longer lifespan than incandescent lights. LED lights are the most efficient and have the longest lifespan. They also offer a wide range of colors and effects. When choosing between these options, consider the initial cost, operating cost, and lifespan. LED lights are typically more expensive upfront, but they will save money in the long run due to their lower energy consumption and longer lifespan. The color temperature of underwater lighting can affect the appearance of the pool. Warmer color temperatures, such as 2700 Kelvin to 3000 Kelvin, create a cozy and inviting atmosphere. Cooler color temperatures, such as 5000 Kelvin to 6000 Kelvin, create a more modern and vibrant look. Choose a color temperature that complements the pool's design and the surrounding landscape. The brightness of underwater lighting is measured in lumens. The appropriate lumen output depends on the size and shape of the pool, as well as the desired effect. As a general rule, provide approximately 300 to 500 lumens per square foot of pool surface area. You can use a light meter to measure the actual light level in the pool and adjust the lighting accordingly. Underwater lighting can be used to create a variety of effects. By using different colors, intensities, and beam angles, you can create a dramatic and inviting atmosphere. Consider using a lighting controller to program different lighting scenes for different occasions. A lighting controller allows you to adjust the color, intensity, and timing of the lights to create a custom lighting experience. Underwater lighting requires regular maintenance to ensure optimal performance and safety. Regularly inspect the lighting fixtures for damage or corrosion. Clean the lenses to remove any dirt or algae. Replace any burned out bulbs or damaged components. Always disconnect the power before performing any maintenance on underwater lighting. It is also important to test the GFCI regularly to ensure that it is functioning properly. Follow the manufacturer's instructions for testing the GFCI. If the GFCI fails to trip when tested, it should be replaced immediately. When installing and maintaining underwater lighting, always follow the NEC and local electrical codes. These codes are designed to ensure the safety of people and property. Consult with a qualified electrician to ensure that the lighting system is installed correctly and safely. Remember to prioritize safety when working with electricity. Always disconnect the power before working on any electrical equipment. Use appropriate safety gear such as gloves and eye protection. If you are not comfortable working with electricity, hire a qualified electrician. Turtle-safe lighting is essential for protecting sea turtles, which are often attracted to artificial light sources. These lights can disorient turtles, leading them away from the ocean and towards danger. To minimize the impact of lighting on sea turtles, use fixtures that emit low wavelength red or amber light. These colors are less visible to turtles and less likely to attract them. Shield fixtures to prevent light from escaping upward or toward the beach. Use dark sky-friendly luminaires, louvers, or shielding devices to direct the light downward. Minimize the lumen output of the fixtures while still achieving the desired light level. Use the lowest possible light level to reduce the impact on turtles. Control light spill by aiming fixtures carefully to minimize light spill onto the beach or into the sky. Use fixtures with cut-off angles that focus light downward and away from the beach. Consider using shielded or recessed lights to reduce the amount of light escaping upward. Place lights under a canopy or within a recessed area. Use motion sensors to activate lights only when needed, minimizing light exposure. Set timers to turn off lights at designated times, such as during turtle hatching season. Use glare guards to position lights to avoid direct glare over the pool or towards the beach. Educate guests and staff about the importance of turtle-safe lighting and encourage responsible behavior. Monitor turtle activity in the area and make adjustments to lighting as needed. Consult with local authorities or organizations specializing in sea turtle conservation for specific regulations and recommendations. The use of LED lighting is generally recommended for both energy efficiency and turtle safety. LED lights consume less energy than traditional lighting sources, reducing operating costs. They also have a longer lifespan, reducing the need for frequent replacements. LED lights are available in a wide range of colors and intensities, allowing you to customize the lighting to meet your specific needs. When selecting LED lights for underwater use, make sure they are listed and labeled for that purpose. They should also be resistant to corrosion and able to withstand the harsh underwater environment. The installation of underwater lighting should be performed by a qualified electrician. The electrician should be familiar with the NEC and local electrical codes. They should also have experience installing underwater lighting systems. The installation process typically involves running conduit from the junction box to the lighting niche. The wiring is then pulled through the conduit and connected to the lighting fixture. The lighting fixture is then installed in the niche and secured in place. The junction box is then connected to the electrical panel and the system is tested to ensure that it is functioning properly. Regular inspections of underwater lighting systems are essential to ensure their safety and performance. The inspection should be performed by a qualified electrician. The electrician should check the lighting fixtures for damage or corrosion. They should also check the wiring for damage or wear. The electrician should also test the GFCI to ensure that it is functioning properly. Any problems that are found should be corrected immediately. Proper maintenance of underwater lighting systems can extend their lifespan and prevent costly repairs. The maintenance should include cleaning the lenses to remove any dirt or algae. It should also include replacing any burned out bulbs or damaged components. The maintenance should be performed by a qualified electrician. The electrician should be familiar with the NEC and local electrical codes. They should also have experience maintaining underwater lighting systems. In addition to the technical aspects of underwater lighting, it is important to consider the aesthetic aspects. Underwater lighting can be used to create a variety of effects, enhancing the beauty of the pool and the surrounding landscape. Consider using different colors, intensities, and beam angles to create a dramatic and inviting atmosphere. A lighting controller can be used to program different lighting scenes for different occasions. The controller allows you to adjust the color, intensity, and timing of the lights to create a custom lighting experience. When designing underwater lighting, it is important to consider the overall design of the pool and the surrounding landscape. The lighting should complement the design and create a harmonious effect. It should also be functional, providing adequate light for swimming and other activities. With careful planning and execution, underwater lighting can transform a pool into a beautiful and inviting space.